ever just get down on your knees and thank God that you know me.
I hope everyone is having a great day. Let me take a sip of this. I made some homemade lemonade and added a good amount of lime and sugar. And if you guys don't know, when you mix that with some vodka, the sugar and the lime is so strong that it completely, like, you can't even taste the alcohol. Like, I was drinking one right now and I'm like, wow, it's like there's no alcohol in this lemonade. It's insane. So it's delicious. Hope you guys are celebrating. Cheers, guys. Cheers to that. I'm gonna take a drink here. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so. You can't even taste the alcohol. I taste the bitter. I probably added a little too much lime, if anything. Or not enough sugar, whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is not to taste the vodka, because I ain't looking to drink it straight. Okay, BBAI sitting at it's sitting right at a key level that we need to break out above. So this is good. Buyers are still showing up. That's the most important thing, is buyers are showing up. This is our support level right now. Resistance. We're right there. We're right at it. We're fighting to keep it there. If we can keep it there, we can go back to 728 and then back to 850. And then if we break 850, we go back to 10 and we'll see where it goes from there. The overall structure is, let's go to the weekly time frame, is there's a big cup and handle. Just, I don't know why it just loves to do this. Cup after cup after cup after cup. Let's go to the monthly time frame. It's just a big cup here and a small handle. Quarterly time frame is just a cup within a cup within a cup. It's weird. I've never seen this, but it's bullish because it's a bullish cup and handle forming, and then we break out and go higher. That's usually the case. And again, it's like Inception here. Just you go from one time frame to the other, and it's just cup after cup after cup after cup. Why are there so many cups within this? I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen a stock exhibit the same exact pattern as you go down the time frames. It's interesting to say the least. Yearly time frame, we're trending to the upside. If you bought at support at the 200 WMA, congratulations. I think another important thing to note is this is the first year where we got the MACD. Oh, they're cutting the grass outside. Fantastic. Of course they would cut the grass right when I'm making videos. Of course. So there's the crossover. The white line crossing the yellow line means bullish. Means we're going to go higher over the long term. Let me show you, where's the other one? That's the yearly time frame. Let me show you, is it MSTR? MSTR, you can see MSTR got its bullish crossover on the white line crossing the yellow line back here, back in 2012, and you can see it's moved thousands of percentages at that point, right? Yeah, it's moved over 5,000%. So it's a yearly time frame. So even though you get the signal way back here, over the course of the next 5 to 10 years, it makes a massive, massive move. That's what it means. So the fact that this one's just barely getting its crossover this year, that is super bullish. Assuming it actually closes on a big green candle. And honestly, if this trend gets steeper, we would expect it to not only break out above trendline resistance on the yearly, but we would expect it to just finally surge back to 10 and then 15 and 20, 25, which a lot of these AI stocks tend to do. They go to 20, 25, and then they pull back, and then they go back to 25, and beyond that, we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's a good bet. It's a good bet, not just on the yearly, not just on the quarterly, not just on the monthly, not just on the weekly, but also on the daily, looking like buyers are showing up to keep it above this support more than anything. Because if we can keep it above here, we're going to 730 next. So that's pretty much all I got to say with regards to BBAI here on the technicals. Really, at this point, we're waiting for the announcement, whatever that may be. Clearly, that politician bought, at the right time. Like, they literally bought down here, like the perfect. I don't know if they bought the exact bottom, but they bought you could not ask for a better buy, right? So let me pull out the comments here. 8,300 shares. Goddamn, that guy or girl. I shouldn't judge. Shouldn't assume. 8,300 shares. So every dollar this moves, you make like 10 grand almost. Man, you could have bought calls, a lot of calls actually. But the shares is better if you don't have the discipline to buy time on the calls. So yeah, he has about 50K in there. If this goes to 10, he could easily double his money, easily, which is crazy. This is I wasn't kidding when I say there are people who literally go like they go crazy, like they go in with like 5 figures or 6 figures, and they also make a lot because of that. But I recommend not going in with all your account. Hopefully that's not all of his account, because you never know the one time it doesn't work out. But yeah, 50K, whoa. That's a lot of hearts. Yes, buy the dip shades. Crystal N. Crystal, I was going to ask you if you're watching. Are you the same Crystal that was in my Discord like 8 months ago? But then I banned you because you were being stupid? Because you were complaining that Sybil wasn't going up. And because it went down like 40% or something. And then it rallied to like a penny and a half. And yeah. I don't know if you're watching this. I don't know if it's the same Crystal, but there was a Crystal in my Discord like 8 months ago. I banned her because she was being so impatient. She expected to buy a stock and it immediately goes to the moon. It was ridiculous. I had to ban her because she was being so annoying. I was like, I have no tolerance for patient people. If you got patience, my Discord is for you. Like you're gonna make hand over fist money if you join the Discord. Patreon.com/shadesandtreats. I was talking to Jeff here. He's an old man, 57 years old, working as a truck driver, and I told him, I'm like, dude, you are killing it. You've come far in a short time. Cheers. Most take years to get to where you are because people are greedy and stupid. Thanks. Yeah, I have really been taking it serious and really getting into it. It is actually addicting to me. So that's kind of what happens. You join my Discord. You become addicted to trading the stock market because you realize like, wow, it really is this easy. Like, huh. Like, no way. And you become addicted. You just become so spoiled because you just keep making money. I've noticed that about a lot of people. They just become spoiled. And I have to temper expectations and tell people, we're not always going to make money. We're going to lose sometimes. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. But people go crazy, right? Everyone's happy. Everyone's excited. I mean, I'm drinking. That's how you know I'm excited. Let me take another sip here. Oh, yeah. You can't even taste the alcohol. I think I added too much lime. I guess I really did not want to taste that vodka. I'm not drinking Tito's right now. I have Tito's and I have Svedka. I wanted to try Svedka and I regret it. That you can't drink that neat. You need to have something to chase it with. I'm still holding BBAI 3,500 shares. How much is that? Is that 20K? Yeah, that's about 20K, right? Yeah, 20K. That's so 3,500. If it goes to 10. Yeah, she's about to grow her account to. She could double it too. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna double their money on this play if you bought at around 550 and under for sure. So shout out to both the Ngayans. The politician was definitely watching your videos. Yeah, those bastards just stealing my my strategy. Shout out to Another Day, Another Trade. I'm at 160 shares at 5. Playing it safe, I see. I guess you're going in for just a small win. Or you have a small account. That's cool. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Video about Zeta. I'll get back to that. Information and Gaian is a very common name in Vietnam. So I got quite the Vietnamese people watching my videos. That's interesting. They're in like a different time zone. So that explains why I get so many views towards the end of the day. Because the time in Vietnam is different, right? I know how... I get a lot of... I can't even talk right now. Really, the alcohol is getting to me? I did pour 2 shots in there. It wasn't just 1 shot. It's 2 shots. So maybe it's getting to me now. Because I don't have the tolerance right now. I haven't drank in a long time. This is my first week drinking. Oh man, I can't even talk. What is wrong with me? Okay, what was I gonna... Vietnam and Guyana? What time is it in Vietnam right now? I'm gonna check. Vietnam time. Because I keep forgetting. I'm so stuck in my American bubble, the US bubble, that I forget there's like people outside of that. Vietnam time. So yeah, I get a lot of more views towards the end of the day. which would mean, okay, so right now in Vietnam it's 11:49. Huh? It's 11:49 p.m.? Oh, yeah, they're a whole day ahead. So when it's not, yeah, that explains why I get like a bunch of views. Like while I'm sleeping, I get like a bunch of views from, I assume, from other countries. I've noticed that. And that makes sense because they're like 24 hours ahead. I did not know that. So shout out to the Vietnamese people watching this. I did not know that Vietnamese people watched my videos. I know people from UK and Australia or Austria or both at that point. Germany. I know there's a bunch of people in my Discord from like different countries. It blows my mind that that I have that kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Versatility? No, that's not. See, I can't even think straight. You guys know what I'm trying to say, right? When there's like a bunch of different people from different countries in a Discord, diverse. Yeah, there we go. Versatility. What am I saying? I can't even think straight. Diversity. Yeah, diversity. There's a lot of diversity in there. People from different countries, but I never Vietnamese. Never thought that's awesome. I love meeting new kinds of individuals. A thousand to share, I think is what he meant. Hello Vietnam. Translate to English. Hello Vietnam, $5 Cash App. Woo, LOL. How do I join your Discord, Shades? Patreon.com/Shades and Trades. I'll leave a link in the description. I already had some people joining. So yeah, I just wanted to read the comments again. Get excited. We were waiting for the Fed rate cuts. We got them. Now it's just a waiting game. I mean, the stock market is literally just that. It's a waiting game. It's always going to be a waiting game. It always has been a waiting game. Forever, it will be a waiting game. It's a waiting game for when it I can't even talk. When it reaches a high and you're not in it, you have to wait for it to come down to the purple line. You have to wait for it to get discounted. And that might take a month or 2 or 5, depending on the stock. And now you buy here, and now you have to be patient and wait for it to go back up, and you can make your 50 to 100%. And then the cycle repeats. It comes back down, and you have to wait a few months for it to come down, and then you buy, and then you have to wait a few months or sometimes weeks, depending on whether it has a catalyst or not. And that's just how it is. It's a cycle. It just keeps repeating over and over and over and over and over again. I can feel my voice changing as I'm talking right now. Maybe it was more than 2 shots. It might have been 4 shots. That lime and that sugar combo in that lemonade really hides the alcohol, then that's what that means. Because I didn't measure it out. I was too lazy to get the shot glass, so I was just like, I'll just pour and see. This looks about like 2. This looks like 2 shots, but it might have been 4 shots, honestly, with how much I'm feeling it right now. I'm about to go to sleep, honestly. Okay, jokes aside, that's it for the video. If this holds above 6.6, as long as this holds $6, we should see 7 next week, in my opinion. Unless they come in with the catalyst after hours today or tomorrow. First time a politician is buying. I think that speaks for itself. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh wait, before I go. I just want to give you a little pep talk because I've noticed this about some people. Don't sell too early. Please don't sell too early. Don't sell too early. There's people who sell too early and then the stock runs away and they're like, I sold too early. Let me chase. And then they buy at the top. So imagine buying down here. You sell here. You make your like $500 or $800 or whatever. And then it runs to like $20. You're like, and then you chase at 20 and you hold a big bag all the way down. That's happened before. So please don't sell too early. Another thing I want to mention is part of succeeding in the stock market or in life in general is failure. Failure is important. You're not going to succeed right away. You have to fail in order to succeed. And a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people want to come into the markets and immediately win. But the reality is, in order to succeed, you had to fail. And this is something, I used this analogy in my Mara video. If you haven't watched that, go check it out. But when we were kids, we had to learn how to walk. In order to learn how to walk, we had to stand on our feet and maintain our balance. And guess what happened? We would fall over. But what would we do? We wouldn't give up. We'd get back up. So since we were kids, we had it in us to fail and not give up so that we may succeed in the successive attempts. Look at me using big words. And I want you to think about that. Everyone goes through this. Everyone that's learned to walk. If you can get up and walk around right now, you had to learn that the hard way by getting up and falling over and over again. And then once you learn to maintain your balance, you had to learn how to move around in space. We take it for granted because we're older now, but we used to not be able to walk. We used to not even be able to move around in space. It was difficult for us. But now we can do it like it's nothing. But you had to fail several times. Even when you were learning to run, you had to fail several times to finally be able to get the hang of it. This is the same thing with anything in life. To get good at anything, you're going to have to fail a few times, and that's okay. Now, if you want to accelerate your process, obviously having someone like a YouTuber that keeps it real like I do, you're gonna become good at trading faster, especially if you join the Discord. That's it for the video. Link in the description below. I'll see you in the next one.